Hi everyone. I just wanted to post a quick update for everybody and say thank you to everyone who has signed the petition asking Governor Gavin Newsom to sign Bill AB 2183, the Ag Labor Relations Voting Choice Act. And I wanted to say thank you for all the words of encouragement. Since I posted that I went on the 13-mile march between Stockton and Lodi, which is part of the greater 355-mile march that's taking place right now, heading from Delano to Sacramento. So I wrote a little write-up for this video because I can't remember or memorize everything I want to say. So please, escúchenme, listen to me, and I thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen to me. So my name is Lindsay Heim, and this is my call to action. I'm asking for community support for Bill AB 2183, the Ag Labor Relations Voting Choice Act. This act aims to provide legal protections to ensure a fair and democratic process, allowing farm workers to vote on the decision to unionize, free of repercussions, intimidation, coercion, and influence from growers and their employers. Every worker deserves this right. I truly, truly believe that. And in order to amplify the voices of farm workers like my dad, my partner Dave and I, some of you know him, and other people who are just seeing this may not. So Dave and I marched during the UFW's organized 355-mile march from Delano to Sacramento. We marched during the Stockton to Lodi portion, which was 13 miles, and that just happened this Sunday, the 21st of August. So the marchers will reach the governor's office in the Capitol on Friday, August 26th, to ask for his action as governor of California to sign Bill AB 2183. I wanted to share a little bit more with you about my personal history so that you understand why this march and this bill are crucial, like crucial to so many families. This 355-mile march from Delano to Sacramento retraces the route that Cesar Chavez and the UFW marched in 1965. That march was resurrected again in 1994. My family and I, as some of you may know, marched in 1994. I was around 5 years old. And I was fortunate enough to join the marchers again this week, 28 years later, 28 years later, for the 13-mile stretch from Stockton to Lodi. I'm not gonna lie, my body still aches. My feet have blisters. It's not pretty. And my voice for the past few days was pretty gravelly from shouting chants and just bringing energy to that march, which was an approximately 7-hour march in 95-degree heat. But I felt that it's important to amplify this organized action and tell you what it's about and what it means coming from the heart of the daughter of a campesino. My father, Don Carlos Sanchez, is a campesino, through and through. That is a Spanish term for farm worker, campesino. Don Carlos is in his mid-60s, and he still works in the fields 5 to 6 days a week or as needed to provide for himself and my 75-year-old mother, Maria. Please, let that sink in. He is in his 60s, still toiling in the fields through the seasons and all the elements. My parents wake up at 4 a.m. every morning to get my dad ready for work. They live humbly in a trailer in the Viking Trailer Park in Kingsburg, California. And I get a little bit emotional. I told my mom about this earlier and we both cried together, but the reality is that when I visit them, I cry in my car on the drive home every single time because I leave them and, it's always such a happy, joyous time. And right after I leave, I just have this grief that comes over me because in my heart, I know they deserve so much more. They should have so much more. They've worked so hard. They've spent their lives toiling with nothing to show. And I don't just cry because of that. I cry because, like, I know that they won't get the respect, the opportunities, and the securities that other people, other workers do, in their lifetime. And it breaks my heart. Like, honestly, to God, it breaks my heart. I feel powerless to help them. And I just want to ask, like, have you ever felt powerless to help the people that you love the most? I have, and I do. And today I am reclaiming that power. I always tell people that my dad is the person who taught me, like, to be humble, to be a hard worker, to have pride in myself and in my work, and to be noble. And my mom is the person who taught me to have empathy, and to fight for the rights of other people, just the way she does for my dad. And she has throughout all these years. They've been together now like 30 years. But the reality is that I'm worried about them. I worry about my dad every single day. And I ask myself, who is fighting for him now? Who is fighting for him? And this weekend I was shown, like, how many people care, but we need more, and change needs to happen. So I worry every single day about, like, his retirement. He's so close to just being, physically done. His body is tired, he's exhausted. I know this. I see it in his eyes. He doesn't tell us, but it's the way he sighs. It's the sadness in his eyes. It's just exhaustion and tiredness of life. And he's so close to just throwing in the towel. I know it. He's endured the brutal heat of the Central Valley, the brutal winters, climbing up and down 8-foot ladders, reaching and stooping to pick, to prune, to, do whatever. He carries heavy crates and bags full of fruit, and this feeds not only Californians, but, like, these are the farm workers who are feeding our nation, and actually they're feeding the world, and yet they have nothing to retire with. No pensions, no savings, no support, like, nothing. I pray every day that he, like, my dad's strong. We call him, like, El Toro, like, my dad is like a bull. He's just, actually he's a Taurus, so he is a bull. But, he's so strong. And I just, I'm amazed by his not just his outer strength, like his inner fortitude to keep going. I just, I pray every day that he remains in good health, and my mom remains in good health, and I hope that he can, just hold out another year or two, because honestly, his pay in the fields is better than what he will receive through Social Security income. No pension, like, there's nothing to retire on, there is no 401k, there is no IRA, there's nothing, like, and, I know we can say, like, oh, well, they should have saved, when you're not educated about it, no one's helping you. That's part of the reason why so many, blue collar industries have unions, because we know that not everybody knows how to navigate these financial markets or how to prepare for the future. Like, these are things that, they organize so that other people can help them, and so that their union can help and get them to a secure place for their future. They have long-term thinking, right? So this is just one of the reasons why I march, and this is, like, really personal. I don't want everybody to know all these things about my family, but if it's gonna further this cause and help other people in the future, like, then I'm gonna say it. And bless my parents, like, they are humble people, and they're willing to, like, let me say these things and share about our personal family, life, so that maybe it can impact and touch other people and drive people to, stand up and support and do something, take action. this is just one of the reasons why I marched on Sunday, so that workers like my dad, who've dedicated their bodies, their lifetimes, who've spent 40 plus years in the fields, who don't receive pensions, and who are afraid to unionize or speak up about their rights, and honor, speak about their rights. Like, they don't have to, I'm doing this so that they don't have to continue to wait for the world to respect them, to consider their rights, and to honor their contributions and sacrifices, like we do for other essential workers like law enforcement or public servants. They deserve the same respect. So Don Carlos probably won't see any of this benefit or change in his lifetime. That's the reality. But it's my goal, and it's our goal as a family to secure it for future generations and for their families. So I'm going to post a link, and I'm asking you to please sign the petition to telling Governor Gavin Newsom that we need his signature on Bill AB-2183. Prove that you respect and support the campesinos, the farm workers, their families, their sons, and their daughters, like me. I just want everybody to give our farm workers, our campesinos, every chance to thrive, to feel security and dignity as humans, as Americans, and as a critical part of the California economy that honestly they are. That's all I can say, is that I just hope that other people see me and see, me putting my heart out there, and understand how much it means to some people, and really it should mean that much to all Californians. And I hope that you will, sign the petition asking Governor Newsom to add his signature to Bill AB 2183, and also consider donating to the United Farm Workers Foundation, because they're not just fighting these battles in California, they're fighting across the nation for the rights of campesinos, for the rights of farm workers. And I do want to say, like, my parents know that I'm putting this video out here, and they also express that they're very proud and very grateful for everyone who's listened. They're amazed that anybody even cares. And I have to say the same for myself, because it's easy when we fight for it, and it means so much to us every single day, because it actually impacts our lives. So it's hard. I'm sorry. It's hard because this is something that's been a part of my life, my entire life. I've always known, about the struggles of farm workers, and it's now coming to this, to a greater audience, and like, it's humbling, and I feel like I finally feel supported. And it really means a lot. So thank you for listening. I'm sorry I cried. Thank you for caring. And please, all I can ask is that if you can't march, if you can't be at the rally in Sacramento on the 26th, donate. Write to your councilman, write to the governor, or write to your district representatives. Do something, donate to the UFW. I just talk about it, even just share this video or have a conversation with somebody, or ask me questions. I'm so happy to share and to, just share whatever information I have or ideas. And I appreciate everybody who's stayed on this long and listened, because this is a long video, but just thank you.